Hope you didn't miss me too much. Hey folks, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't want to do too many banner trailers in the last few months. Nothing really interested me, and honestly, I'm not exactly one for wanting to do this sort of content as my my main source of videos on this channel. And I'm tired of basically just kind of blue balling it all. I'm kind of just trying to figure out what I'm trying to do, so if you'll bear with me and trying to figure out my sort of stride with content this year, because I genuinely want to still keep doing this sort of thing, but I just haven't found out what I quite want to do yet. So you're gonna have to be patient with me while I figure myself out, at least with this channel. But we're here at least because I wanted to do a banner trailer video for this particular banner, which is another quote-unquote play game banner, but it's more just like a culture banner, but it's of another desert area as what it's been teased. So is that really what's happening here? A lot of people have theorized a bunch of things. People have been saying Nabata. I've been saying Hatari. Who knows? We'll see. But you know what? There's only one way to find out. Hit it. I honestly don't know what to expect here, but I'm really hoping it's like some sort of Hatari sort of thing. Gonna go reminiscent of a long lost desert kingdom. That has to be Hatari then, right? No way. Yeah, figured. Nailah. Okay. I actually didn't think that she would be a main unit on this banner.
Queen of Hatari. Welcome to my desert.
Wow, okay. She's a red beast infantry too. Steady Surge? Oh, good god. And that's a novel. Okay, I understand now. Okay, so who else is on this banner then? Somebody actually thought this would be Karla, unironically. I'm surprised it actually is.
I may be unaccustomed to this weapon, but I will not need excuses.
Kid Center drawing that one too? Lance infantry. Jeez, okay. I mean, for a premium unit, that's not bad.
Do me the honor.
Sure. Here's the demote then. I'm a little confused for a moment.
Does it even matter who wins?
It is Xane, okay.
I can't just watch, now can I?
Wait, so Xane is now on 2 seasonals? What? Seasonal demotes too. Staff unit. Serpentine staff? What? Okay, I'm a little confused. Why do you have 2 seasonals? Okay.
You have a beautiful voice.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now.
Thank you.
Azura and Leanne. Jesus. Well, to be fair, I was kind of spitballing and hoping there would be like a Valoria Nailah harmonic, but oh well. But then who's the free unit then? Because I was honestly betting on Volug being on this banner. Could he possibly be the free unit? Maybe.
Listen to our song.
At least that's what I like to hope for.
Looks like it's my turn.
No, attack something. Thank you.
You can do it.
Interesting voice line. Going ooh. Nice harmony, I guess, with that one. The art on this banner, though, I will admit, it's quite nice. Is that who I think it is? No way. That's not who I actually think it is, right? I'm checking Twitter really quickly just to make sure I know who that free unit is. Oh my god. It's actually Deen. Oh no, we actually got an Echoes unit on this banner, albeit it's a free unit. Oh my god. That is a live retweet right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. I'm gonna be happy with the notification about that one, I'm gonna be honest. If this video isn't out by the time that before the whole Tempest Trial information drops, I'll leave Deen's information literally on screen right now. Hi, post-editing Val here. I'm not actually going to be putting his stuff in here because I'm honestly just not going to wait that long, but I will guarantee you that I'm going to just go ahead and make a separate dedicated video about Deen, since I mean, it's an Echoes unit. Why not? Might as well. So I'm going to cover him in detail, hopefully in my next video. And if you want to see that, make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for that one. All right, back to the video. So there you go. Have fun with that one. Let's move on to the actual banner to see what's up here. I really wish Volug was here, I'm gonna be honest, but you know what? At least we got one actual Hatari representative, be it in Nailah. So I mean, why not? I mean, I really thought at worst she was going to get a backpack here, but you know what? Having her be an actual unit, that's fine. Especially with how she got a refine recently and just, you know, that bit of love. So let's see how it goes here. So she's a red beast infantry that completes the whole Nailah rainbow of infantry beasts. But how are you different here? Enables Canto Remainder +1, of course, while transformed. Slaying. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants +5 to all stats to unit during combat, and null follow-up. Okay. And then the whole new beast transformation thing, correct? Appears like that, yeah. So luckily, you're not going to need null follow-up in your B. That actually is pretty nice. You don't have to do that, so that's why you've got lull speed and defense here. So having that in your weapon is going to help out infinitely more. With the new null special stuff as well, already being a thing with new infantry beasts, that's honestly pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. I mean, Cancer Remainder 1, I'm trying to remember if that's what her refine actually has. If it's Remainder +1, or if it's an actual solid number. I'm going to bet on Remainder, because I just don't remember immediately, so that's fine. But, oh well. More stats, and it's like, okay, sure, whatever. It just seems very, you know, straightforward, if you get what I mean. So, there you go. Luna, lull speed, defense 3, of course. Glare, makes sense now with her Kanto. Sure. Now let's have a sturdy surge exactly. If unit initiates combat, grants attack +7, defense +10 to unit during combat, and also, if unit deals damage to a foe using a special, restores HP equal to X% of unit's max HP. Huh. So X is triggered by, or is determined by unit's max special cooldown value, times 20 +10, max 100. So it's a percentage based on your max HP though. It wasn't like that the last time though. Or at least for Swift Sparrow, that was basically going like, hey, if you have a higher cooldown special, you're gonna be fine here. Whereas for here, well, I mean, actually, technically that is still here, but it's only off your max HP. I really don't remember how Swift Sparrow or Surge Sparrow worked. It's just been so long, and I didn't have the Baraka, so I don't quite know. But I mean, for here at least, Luna is a 3-turn cooldown special, and I don't think that matters when it comes to slaying. I think when you've got 3 times 20 + 10, is that it? So 60 + 10, 70% of max HP. Am I getting that one right? I think I am. I honestly think that's kind of cool then at that point, if it's basing it off her max HP. And she's got how much exactly? Just to recall correctly. You're down actually on HP, but you have like 30 plus. I honestly do not want to count those ticks, but I'm going to spitball and say that's at least 9 or 10. I'm going to go with 40 then, just straight off the bat, but it might be more. Who knows? But you sort of get the point here with what Nailah is trying to do here. You're going to be able to do a lot of player face stuff, and having Sturdy Sturge being a thing, I mean, sure, why not? That'll at least help you have some sort of survivability. Since, I mean, these beasts kind of need it, since they literally will not give them any exclusive beasts. Because what I've really wanted, when I meant to make a video on this, literally, I'm not even joking, a year ago at this point, when the New Year's beast came out, when Valoria and all that happened. Since I was finally experimenting with them, it's like, why are there no exclusive skills for beasts? So I wanted them to eventually release Volug, and I was really hoping it would be this one. But no, but I always wanted him to have his half shift brought into the game. And I always figured that by doing, well, you know, keeping them fully transformed, having or removing the attack bonus they get from transforming, or any of their other transformation bonuses, if they even applies. But then also give them like an attack or defense-based dodge, because, I mean, being transformed, sure, that opens things up a lot more. But then why not also give them dodge for the sake of, hey, now you've actually got some sort of damage reduction you can actually use yourself and have, you know, an actual exclusive beast skill to, you know, put you on par with other melee units. Because they've honestly felt pretty lackluster. So it's just like, well, maybe one day, but that's not this banner. But my point is that I've wanted them to do something like that. And I hope that they do eventually. But for now, I mean, this is sort of kind of fine. It just sucks that you're kind of having to be alone here. And especially being just, you know, an infantry beast where it's like you've only got 2 movement. You don't have too much to do here unless you're pairing yourself up with like other beasts or like other compositions to where you can really just be alone. And you can kind of do that in a way, but you have to use your positioning properly, especially with Canto Remainder. But that with the combo of Glare does help out with that, and a lot of people have realized that. But it's going to be the same sort of situation as regular Nailah for this Hatari Nailah. I honestly think the only difference between both of those units is honestly just going to be their stats. Since they're more or less doing the same thing, whereas Bridal Nailah is kind of just doing whatever, going getting married with Raphael or something. But Sturdy Surge, I think that will be overall nice for her. Albeit, I don't even know if they can even get Surge Sparrow. It's possible they might be able to inherit it, but I mean, even if they can or not, maybe that one might be a little bit more useful. I don't know. It really depends, but I think this one might be a little bit more consistent because it might give more sort of base healing. I'm honestly not too sure, but I kind of like having this one around. And I think a lot of units are going to want this, let's be honest. So if you're pulling on this banner, have fun getting yourself Sturdy Surge because that's going to be a little dirty, I'm not going to lie. And I mean in a good way, obviously. But I mean, overall, yeah, I really didn't expect Nailah to be on this banner. I'm pretty sure I saw somebody make a comment being like, I want to see Tone Tummy. There you go. Have fun. She is looking damn good. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not trying to get caught lacking at a video. I'm going to be honest. But this isn't helping either. I'm kidding. We've got Karla getting an alt. I actually didn't expect this one, but I think someone might have spitballed this one and just said, like, imagine. Well, to the one Karla fan out there, there's plenty of you. Have fun with this one. Lance Infantry. Dry Blade Lance. Okay. Grant Slang at start of turn 1. Grant special cooldown -2 to unit. Okay. At start of combat, if unit is healthy. Grants attack and speed +6 to unit during combat and deals damage equal to X% of unit speed when special triggers. X is determined by unit's max special cooldown value times 10 + 20. So for Draconic Aura, I'm going to assume that's the same sort of thing as before. With Surge Sparrow and that sort of stuff. It'll count it as regular 3. Even with the Slain knocking it down to 2. I don't think that matters. So it'd be 3 times 10, 30 plus 20. So then when Karla's special triggers, she's going to be dealing extra damage based on literally half of her speed stat. Oh god, that's going to be honestly kind of disgusting. I think what would end up being better here, unironically, is probably just going to be Luna. I mean, Draconic Aura is not bad, but unless you have like a super, super high attack set and really get some usage out of it, I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I'm not too sure. But I find this actually kind of funny. The whole setup here is that you're running a 3 cooldown special. Slay knocks it down to 2. Then you insta-charge at turn 1. Then you just go in with 3 move here thanks to Odd Tempest. Get the special off where you do a Draconic Aura, then your base damage, along with an addition of half of your speed stats. That'll probably kill most things unless they've got some sort of damage reduction. But then you also get Special Spiral, so you get it back basically immediately. So I guess that's a sort of weird thing here. An A would probably help out here a lot. And ironically, it's either going to be Surge Sparrow or Sturdy Surge, I'm going to be honest. Just so that you can get that weird passive healing going on. So that you don't have to run any weird thing like Soul, for example, or something. You're probably better off just literally running Luna. So you can get basically a kill on almost anything in the game. Bar like a few obvious damage reduction sort of things and tanky green units. But you get the point here. You're just trying to spam out as much damage as possible from having permanent specials just being, you know, spammed over and over and over again. But it's not like you're going to be able to trigger them as much because it's not like you have anything like Vantage or anything else to really help you in that matter. Since it feels like it's not a player facing, obviously. But it feels like you don't have a way to reliably use this on both phases in a way. Maybe you can kind of get away with it if you're doing like a soul sort of thing, actually thinking about it, because you're going to get the self-healing from that. And you might not get damage out of a special, but you're going to get the special weird, just base ability thing where you get additional damage based on your speed stat. So you'll do the additional damage there as if you had a special. So you can get away with it technically. So I guess it really just depends on how it goes in practice, because you're going to have to tank a lot at that rate, along with not having a source of dodge because you need special spiral to keep the special charges coming over and over. Unless you've got like a flame or something like that, but like I don't know if you really want to do that, or like a niffle, but you get my point. You're kind of just going in and spamming specials, but then what do you do? That's what I want to know. But in a way, it might not really matter in a way. I don't know. It really depends. I'm going to need to see how this kind of goes out in practice, but I kind of like what this Karla is sporting just because it feels interesting. I wouldn't say unique. I mean, obviously it is, but it's like, it really just comes down to how it's going to be pulled off in practice. It's just straight up. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. And her stats are going to obviously matter here too, but I'd imagine it's going to be a lot of attack and speed. Maybe some defense, but we'll see until the data mine. Now, Xane, I said it before and I'll say it again. How is this your second seasonal? When it's like, people thought that you were never going to get another sort of like seasonal sort of thing going on, or maybe you get your base, but it's like both of these just, I'm so confused. In a way, this kind of looks like it would be like his base sort of form, but it's just, I don't know. I'm so confused. But it's like, okay, whatever. Either way, you are an infantry staff and you're a demote, so you got some shoes to fill, I'm gonna be honest. But, alright. Serpentine staff. Foe cannot recover HP during or after combat. So, okay, wait. So, okay, so this is a, it's a fatal smoke staff, but also deals a little bit of pain, actually. Yeah, if unit attack deals 7 damage and inflicts deep wounds on target and foes within 2 spaces. Okay. I mean, I guess that's honestly... I'm curious to how that'll stack up in terms of other offensive staves. Like, you've got Palm Staff or whatever it is. I honestly forget what the ability for that is. Isn't it some sort of like a rain sort of thing? Maybe? I don't remember. But I think this might be kind of cooler in a way. It's on a 4-star focus, albeit a seasonal, but you get Fatal Smoke and basically another version of like pain in a way, honestly. And the deep wounds actually kind of helps out a lot more, so people aren't getting a lot of like healing and that sort of stuff. So you've got a way to set up some pretty nasty anti-heal squads and builds, or at least anybody who does that sort of thing. So that's kind of cool. Otherwise, we got Physic Plus. Okay, sure. Miracle. I guess that makes sense. Defense Res Solo 3. I wonder if that's going to be the 4-star skill. Honestly, something's telling me it might be, but I'm honestly not too sure. But then again, you've also got Dazzling Staff, so honestly, that might end up being 4-star, actually. Oh well. But you get the sort of idea here. You're going to be able to refine him, luckily, for Wrathful, which, I mean, is pretty easy. Now you've got both Dazzling and Wrathful. And I don't think he's got that refine at all, hence why he was doing 19 damage. So I guess that's the thing, but deal even more than that. It's like, alright, sure. I actually kind of find it weird. You're doubling this... Okay, never mind. It's a 3-star blue mage. Okay, that's interesting. I really don't know how his stats are going to turn out then, ultimately, since it's going to be on him, not depending on his allies, but you sort of get the idea here. But I think, all in all, I kind of like how Serpentine Staff is stacking up. I think there's going to be a lot of people who end up using healers who want to grab this for the sake of just having some sort of interesting new inheritable staff to work around with, because this is honestly going to be probably one of the top 3 inheritable staffs in terms of combat, just because of what it does. It's a newer pain sort of staff, but you've also got deep wounds on top of that to ensure that nobody is healing like anything. So I kind of like that. I kind of dig that, but hey, we'll see. But I kind of dig Xane's design here, but honestly, I am so confused how he got a 2nd seasonal. Like, I was so confused. Is this Xane? Is this Tormod? Like, who is this? But, well, you know what, Xane, you can have fun being in a seasonal hub with 2 versions of yourself. Both 4-star demotes. So, but you're not as meta influential this time. So, unlucky, I guess. And then lastly, we've got Harmonic Azura with Leanne. And a lot of people knew that it was going to be a Fates unit. And it's kind of why I was really hoping that it would be a possibly Floria and Nailah. But, oh well. I find it interesting though. Azura's also doubling up on the green cav, or the green mage cav, which is interesting. It's also Kai 8 doing this too. So once again, Kai 8 exclusively drawing Azura amongst some others, but that's besides the point. Let's see what they've got exactly. So Dancing Flames. Grants attack +3. If Singer Dance is used, it grants +6 to... Okay, actually just +6 buffs to adjacent allies for 1 turn. Huh, wow, so that's like a quad visible buff sort of thing. Okay, cool. At start of combat, if you're healthy, grants attack and speed +6 unit during combat. Okay, that's pretty simple. Not too bad there. Then you've got Grey Waves. Yeah, of course. Fury 4 just for more stats. Speed and Res Far Trace 3. Of course, because why not give a Dancer Canto? I mean, it's not bad, honestly. I've seen my friend, Mr. Polygon 2. He has, I believe, this exact one, if not Attack Res Far Trace, on his Bridal Nadian. And she actually really enjoys that, so seeing that over here, it's kind of cool, but I mean, when it comes to them being obviously an offensive unit at the same time as well, it's going to be a little bit, you know, annoying. Not as annoying as Ninja Corrin or Duo Corrin because, you know, Brave unit with this Canto, but it's still there, I guess, but, you know, it's kind of up in the air because that's just one attack. And then you might kill because they have no way of securing the full kill or just can't tank it. So there you go. And then Cross Spur Res, that's new. Grant Res +5 to allies in cardinal directions of unit during combat. Yeah, I mean, it's just Res +5, but it's in cardinal, so I mean, it's okay. It does something, I'd imagine. I think what I'm looking at here, though, ultimately, what I'm thinking here, I don't think they're going to have too high BST. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure that's actually seen over here. Yeah. So I have to do a really weird calculation. So you've got +4 to all stats. That's a thing, right? That's what Fury 4 is. I'm trying to remember. It is +4. Yes. So you've got to take away +4 from everything, and then I also need to take away 17 as well from the attack further. So that's 21 being taken away from that. I'm doing the calculations really quickly just for this sake, because well, I'll be honest, not too certain what's going on here. At least when it comes to calculations, I am what you would call not the percent math, but everyone knows that. So you've got 37, 39, 16, and 23. Okay. I think more so the point is what I'm thinking. And I mean, this kind of also reassures that sort of thing. You've got really, really high attack here and some decently high-ish speed, albeit not that much. But the Fury 4 is nice there. What I'm thinking here is that, in a way, this Azura is kind of trying to act like a... Well, obviously a 3-cav dancer, giving a bunch of movement and that sort of stuff and visible stats. What I think they're trying to do is that they're kind of making Azura a really easy Light Shrine soaker. At least that's what it looks like to me. So, I mean, if you're stacking a bit more stats, even with the new Fury 3 sale and all that sort of thing, you can use this Azura to try and soak the Light Shrine for other offensive units, potentially. I think that would be kind of cool. And I think that's what they were trying to do. Not in the best way, obviously, because it's a cav, a mage cav dancer. So the BSC obviously isn't going to be the best, but I mean, plentifully, this does what it needs to try to do. And we'll see how this goes in practice, especially when it comes to +10 stats, because there's obviously people who are going to go for this Azura. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see this Azura going around and people are using them to at least soak Light Shrines to do a little something. At least it'd be a little bit practical, along with being, you know, like I said, a dancer that gives visible stats to everybody adjacent to where they dance. The space where they dance, I mean. Along with Grey Waves, again. But then what is their harmonic skill? So it's obviously okay. So Resonant Blades, of course, grants another action to ally with the highest HP that is within 2 spaces and has already acted. So that sort of thing. Yeah. This is now the. Is this the 3rd time we've actually seen this? Probably, but you get the idea. It's just another harmonic with double dance, but it's for particular Tellius, and I guess that's Path of Radiance and then Fates. Okay. Well, at least it's only one of the Tellius. This is not both, like a certain thing. But then again, they wouldn't have a dance. But you get the idea here. So I guess it kind of works. Just another double dance sort of thing. But it's not like this Azura feels too crazy. It really just feels like this Azura is just trying to be a... At least comparing to Duo Sigurd, it's not like she's trying to be super repositional and that sort of thing. And I guess it kind of works out because Duo Sigurd didn't have a double dance. They had a reposition. But I guess now that you have a Cav Dancer with the double dance, we'll see how that turns out, especially with giving Great Waves from your initial dance, along with, again, the visible stats and having some other utility as, like, maybe doing an attack or two, being able to get away with the safety of Kanto, but also have the ability to also soak up light shrines. I think that's kind of cool, but again, we'll see how that really plays out in practice. That's just my gut feeling and how it's sort of been, so it's just my what I have to call a spitball analysis at that point. So there you go. And also, I need to see this now for the sake of it. Oh my god, yeah, Deen is he's a Karla's Dagger Cavalier. I'm gonna be honest, I don't exactly remember the last one, but I know we've had a couple of these. I don't remember about colorless. Huh, that's gonna be interesting. Hopefully we've got some new stuff then, but like I said, it was at the top end of the video, so if you're looking for that here, gotta go back there. But I think overall thoughts, I kind of already brought them up here and there during the video. I wish Volig was here. I wish we had maybe like a harmonized Gloria and Nailah in a way. At least I feel like that would have been cool, but it's like whatever. But I mean, sure, it's nice. I was on the nail, or I hit the nail in the coffin right with the Hatari prediction, so that's cool. I mean, then again, just seeing probably arguably like a Wolf Lagoose, it kind of made it obvious, but nobody really could figure out who the silhouette was. But I mean, it's not. It's like, sure, why not? So sure, why not? I mean, I'm obviously not going to be pulling on this banner because, well, Deen's the free unit, luckily, so I have a reason to spend Grails now, luckily, so that's nice. Hopefully he turns out well, and otherwise, let me know in the comments below if you're going to be pulling on this banner then, what sort of thing you like about this banner, who's your favorite unit on this banner, just out of just, you know, a practical sort of thing, just, you know, spitball. So who's your favorite unit on this banner? Why not? Leave that in the comments if you made it this far, and also feel free to leave a like. And subscribe if you like this sort of stuff and want to keep up to date with what else I'm posting. And I heard the notification bell plays a sound effect, breath sound effect, number 2 to be exact. So didn't hear it from me. But my name has been Val, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that will be. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.